August 25th, is not a regular day. It's a divine opening, a crack in the fabric of time where miracles don't just visit, they arrive in formation. There's something different in the air. You've felt it. Notice the pause between things. That's not coincidence. That's the portal. This is what we call a miracle portal. And it doesn't open for everyone. It doesn't shout. It hums. Quietly. Powerfully. And only those tuned to their own frequency can hear it. You, Virgo, were born to sense these shifts. Your intuition isn't soft. It's sacred. This portal has one purpose: to deliver what's already yours, but locked behind spiritual timing. And in this 72-hour window, 3 miracles may present themselves. Each one subtle in arrival, but seismic in impact. If you miss them, the energy folds back in. But if you align, something beautiful accelerates. Here's the truth. Alignment doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Miracles don't need you to do more. They ask you to receive differently, to walk slowly, to trust your own knowing over noise. This isn't superstition. This is soul timing. When a miracle portal opens, the universe recalibrates itself around your inner yes. If you're holding unresolved fear or fatigue, the miracles may brush past you. But if you clear the channel, even with a breath, things move. So what's ahead? A map, a decoding of this portal. We'll uncover what it really means, what signs will show up, what each miracle could look like, and how to respond to them. There will be one decree at the end, your spiritual seal. For now, just know this. This window is real, sacred, alive, and you were meant to step through it. Next, let's talk about why this moment didn't just happen to find you. It was always heading your way. You didn't stumble into this energy. You were called into it, marked by the timing of your healing, your discipline, your refusal to fold. Virgo, you've been walking through invisible battles with visible grace, and the universe has taken notes in silence. This is why the portal finds you now. Because the seeds you planted in darkness are ready to break the surface. Every delay you faced wasn't punishment. It was precision. Every not yet was the divine reshaping your roots so that the miracle would have somewhere to land. You weren't forgotten. You were being fortified. Let that sink in. While others seemed to leap ahead, your path was slower, but deeper. Your lessons ran through bone, not surface. You've had to become the healer, the anchor, the one who understands before receiving. And now, it's your turn to be received. There's something sacred about Virgo energy. It doesn't crave attention, but alignment. You've mastered the art of listening when nothing is said, trusting when no evidence exists. And that is exactly the vibration that opens miracle portals. This is not about luck. This is about resonance. You've been resonating with this breakthrough for a long time, even in your doubts, especially in your doubts. The silence was part of the setup, and now the timeline cracks open. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be to receive what's been circling you for months, maybe even lifetimes. The miracles ahead are not prizes. They are answers. And you're finally in the vibration to recognize them as such. Let's step deeper now into the mechanics of what this miracle portal actually is, and why, once it opens, everything accelerates. A miracle portal is not fantasy. It's a spiritual phenomenon, a convergence of timelines, energy patterns, and divine permission that allows reality to shift faster than logic can explain. When one opens, things that were blocked begin to move. Prayers that echoed into silence suddenly return with answers. August 25th marks the beginning of such a portal. And Virgo, this one's frequency is tuned to you. It's not about doing more. It's about finally stepping into alignment with what was always meant for you. Astrologically, the moon enters a conjunction, a moment where energies concentrate, intensify, and reveal. This isn't chaos, it's clarity. When energies align like this, your decisions have weight. Your intentions have speed. Your whispers become blueprints. Numerologically, you may start seeing 777 or 888. 777 confirms divine movement. 888 speaks of alignment with abundance. If these show up, they're not decoration, they're direction. Other signs? A strange calm, even in the middle of chaos. People from your past reappearing, not to confuse you, but to mirror how far you've come. Vivid dreams. Gut feelings that land before thoughts catch up. This portal doesn't shout, it whispers through timing, and the miracles it carries come in layers, often looking ordinary at first glance. But what makes them miraculous is how they shift your trajectory with almost no resistance. Remember, awareness over urgency. Don't chase signs, witness them. The portal responds to trust, not pressure. And when you lean into its rhythm, things begin to unfold, not despite you, but through you. Now let's enter the current. The first miracle is already in motion, and it's aimed straight at the delays you thought would never break. Let's look at what it means when time bends in your favor. Miracle 1, reversal of delay. It begins quietly. A message you sent months ago suddenly gets answered. An opportunity you grieved comes knocking again. Something frozen begins to move. Not because you pushed harder, but because divine timing snapped into place. This is the first miracle. Reversal of delay. It's not just movement, it's acceleration. What was paused without reason now reactivates, as if the universe hits play on a scene that was always meant to unfold. You'll feel it before you see it. A sense of déjà vu, a flicker of hope in a place you gave up on. Maybe a dream that revisits an old version of you. But this time, there's light. It might show up as a phone call, a second chance, or a realization that what once didn't work finally could. Example, you applied for something, then let it go. You made peace with the silence. Then, out of nowhere, the invitation arrives, but with better terms, better timing, better you. That's no coincidence. That's delay reversed by divine order. The mistake people make in this moment? They resist. They hesitate. It's too late, they say. That ship sailed. But what if the ship was never meant to leave without you? What if this is your moment to reboard? Stronger, clearer, ready. Here's your protocol. Write down one thing you gave up on. A dream, a connection, an idea. Then speak this aloud. If it's aligned, I reopen the door. Feel the shift. Don't chase it. Just hold space for it to reappear. The affirmation is simple. Time obeys divine will. Let it dismantle every false belief about being too late, too old, too far behind. There is no clock on miracles. And as this first current begins to flow, the second is already approaching. But it doesn't come as timing. It comes as connection. Let's talk about the kind of soul presence that arrives when your frequency becomes undeniable. Miracle 2, soul connection appears. This miracle doesn't knock. It enters like a feeling you've felt before but couldn't name. A sudden softness in your chest. A glance that lingers a second too long. A message that feels like it was meant for your exact moment of awakening. This is the second miracle. Soul connection. It's not always romantic, though it can be. Sometimes it's a guide, a catalyst, a conversation with someone who sees you clearly within moments. It feels destined, because it is. You've crossed paths in other timelines. Now, it's time to remember each other. The signs are vivid. You meet someone and feel instant trust. You dream of them before meeting. They speak something you've only thought in silence. Chills when you're near them, or when reading their words. The number 222 shows up often, a sign of divine union. This connection may come through a stranger, a teacher, a friend, or someone returning with different energy. What matters is not the label, it's the frequency. Soul speaks in recognition, not explanation. Here's the common mistake: brushing it off because it feels too sudden. It can't be real, you think. This is too fast. But Virgo, the soul doesn't run on time, it runs on truth, and truth arrives whole, even when it's new. Your protocol? Don't overdefine it, just be present. Open your heart, even if slightly. Journal the moment. Write how you feel. This records the energy and honors its sacredness. And then say this: I recognize soul when it speaks. Speak it without expectation. Let it serve as an invitation, not a command. This miracle doesn't always stay forever, but it always delivers something eternal. Clarity, warmth, redirection, or even just one sentence that changes your path. And as that connection lands, something begins to loosen inside you. A fog lifts. That's not coincidence. That's preparation. Because the third miracle doesn't arrive as a person or moment. It arrives as clarity that demands action. Let's step into it. Miracle 3, sudden clarity, sudden choice. This miracle doesn't enter with explanation. It enters with knowing. One breath and you suddenly see. Not with your eyes, but with your entire being. The fog clears, the noise quiets, the decision becomes obvious, and resistance dissolves. This is the third miracle. Sudden clarity, sudden choice. It arrives when your inner alignment is finally strong enough to support a new direction. And when it comes, you won't debate. You'll act. You may feel it during something simple, a conversation, a silence, a walk. A thought appears, and it doesn't just feel right. It is right. Not because it's safe, because it's true. It's the yes your soul's been whispering beneath all your maybes. You'll know it by the lightness that follows. A drop in your shoulders, a peace in your stomach. You'll stop asking others what they think. You'll just know and act. Example: someone's been waiting for a sign to leave a job, a place, a dynamic. Nothing made sense until this moment. Suddenly, they don't need more proof. They just begin. They email, they book, they speak. And that action shifts everything. The error? Overthinking it, needing another confirmation, asking 3 more people. But clarity doesn't repeat itself. When it comes clean, and then waits for your choice. Here's your protocol. When you feel the knowing, stop. Take one deep breath. Then ask, if I trusted this, what's the next small step? Do it. No delay. Just the first step, and let the path open from there. Say this aloud. Clarity is divine instruction. Let that sentence become your compass. You don't need a full map. You only need to obey the first direction. And once you do, reality reconfigures around your choice. At this point, Virgo, you've passed through all 3 layers of miracle frequency. But you're not just meant to read about them. You're meant to live them. And there's someone who already has. Let's look at what happened in their 72-hour shift. Testimony vignette. 72-hour shift. It started like most ordinary days. A Virgo woman in her late 30s, sitting at her kitchen table, coffee in hand, wondering if she had made a mistake trusting the signs again. She had been in a loop, waiting, hoping, doubting. Until 3 things happened within 24 hours. First, she saw 777 twice on license plates, and a butterfly landed on her bedroom window. Second, she dreamed of her younger self smiling, standing in front of a wide, glowing doorway. Third, a message, a post, found her. The title read, 3 Miracles in 72 Hours. Her heart didn't just respond, it remembered. She paused everything, turned off the noise, and followed the ritual. Opened her window, lit a white candle, whispered aloud, I am open to divine surprises. Then she wrote down what she wanted and what she was ready to release. She folded the paper, held it to her chest, and breathed. Deep, present, not desperate. And then she let it go. No clinging. Within 3 days, a long-lost connection messaged her with an opportunity to collaborate. A family misunderstanding cleared with a single unexpected call. She felt a wave of peace she hadn't known in years, not attached to any event, but anchored in her body. She didn't chase. She didn't beg, she aligned, and that changed everything. The most important thing she realized? Miracles don't always come dressed in glitter. Sometimes they arrive in clear air, in the softness of a moment, in a quiet yes to yourself. Her story is not rare, it's repeatable. Not because she was lucky, but because she was ready. And so are you. Now it's your turn to activate your miracles. With presence, with clarity, with one sacred practice that opens the gate from intention to reality. Let's walk through that portal together. Here's your ritual. Activation ritual. How to call the miracles. In the miracle portal isn't something you force, it's something you meet. And you meet it through presence, intention, and a ritual that signals to the universe. I'm ready. This isn't about scripting outcomes. It's about becoming magnetic to them. Here's the sacred 4-step process, drawn from the core of the law of attraction. Step 1. Clarity. Write your intention as if it has already happened. Not vague, precise. I am supported in my next career move. I feel deep peace in my body. Be honest. Your soul responds to truth, not performance. Step 2. Elevated emotion. Close your eyes. Visualize it. Not just the image, the feeling. Let your heart beat faster. Smile. Picture the email, the hug, the moment of release. This energy is your signal, the beacon that calls the miracle toward you. Step 3. Aligned action. Take one simple step in the direction of that vision. Apply. Message. Say no, say yes. Clean the space. Shift something tangible in your world to show. I believe it's already unfolding. Step 4. Release. Don't hover. Don't wait by the door. Open the window. Burn the intention, safely, or place it under a crystal. Then say aloud, "It is done. I trust what comes next." This is the energetic exhale, the signal that you're not desperate, you're aligned. For this specific portal, with the moon in conjunction, energy is intensified. This means every emotion, every thought, every action echoes louder. Use it with care. Anchor your space before beginning. Salt on the floor, breath work for 1 minute, or silence with a candle. This ritual doesn't control the outcome. It calibrates you to receive it. Now, how do you know it's working? You'll feel it, see it. Even before anything arrives, the signs begin to flicker around you like light bending in your favor. Let's decode them. The confirmations that say, "You're in." Signs, you're in alignment. When the miracle portal opens and you step into its rhythm, reality starts to respond. Not always with explosions. Sometimes with the smallest flickers. But those flickers mean everything. They are your confirmations, your soul's way of whispering, "Keep going." Here's what alignment looks and feels like. You see repeating numbers. 111 when you set a new intention. 222 when someone aligned appears. 888 when something begins to move toward abundance. These are not coincidences. They're timestamps. You feel calm for no logical reason. Not numb, just deeply okay. There's a clarity in your breath, a stillness in your body, a softness in your mind. You feel like you've dropped the fight. You receive support unexpectedly, a message, an idea, an offer. Delays become peaceful instead of frustrating. And moments that once would have triggered you now invite reflection, not reaction. You may also find yourself more sensitive to beauty, noticing the sky, the song, the moment. That's your nervous system responding to alignment. But what if you feel nothing yet? That's not failure. That's unfolding. Some miracles are root deep. They move in the dark first. For many, the signs come in dreams, or within 72 hours, there's a click, a shift, a sense of something just changed. While you wait, stay connected. Choose one daily act of alignment. A slow breath with your hand on your chest, a phrase spoken aloud, A posture of trust. These gestures hold the field open. Here's what to avoid in the 72-hour window. Oversharing your miracle too soon. Buying things to fill emotional space. Doubting yourself just because you can't see it yet. Asking for 5 more signs when your body already knows. Now, it's your turn to anchor this energy in community. Comment below. I open to the miracle portal, not for algorithm, for activation. It's your public yes. Only one step remains, the decree that seals this energetic window and affirms your place in the prophecy. Let's speak it. The final seal. Speak and receive. You've walked through the current, felt the hum of timing align with trust. You've named your desires, witnessed the signs, remembered your worth. Virgo, this wasn't just a message. It was a mirror, a prophecy you were always meant to fulfill. This miracle portal, opened on August 25th, isn't random. It's personal. It's precise. It was carved into your timeline before you ever knew how to name it. And now, you've stepped into it. Fully, clearly, willingly. You've received 3 keys. The reversal of delay. That which was once stuck now moves. The soul connection. A presence or message that realigns you. The sudden clarity. The choice that shifts your entire path. These aren't stories for someone else. They are available to you now. And to complete the cycle, there is only one thing left to do. Speak the decree. Let it leave your body as vibration, as agreement, as spiritual contract. Say it slowly. Say it with belief. Say it aloud. I receive all miracles meant for me. Let that sentence ring through your space. Let it anchor. Let it open what your logic could never touch. Now, to lock it in, write it. Comment it. I receive all miracles meant for me. This isn't just closure, it's ignition. You're setting your signal live. You're telling the universe, I'm in alignment. I am available. I'm ready. Picture yourself now, standing in a field of light, the Virgo glyph glowing in the sky above you, the next 72 hours unfolding like petals, one by one. This is your moment. This is your timeline. The portal is open. Walk in.